Hi guys, it's Sketch speaking. Today I want to show you my sketches which I did for Inktober 2024. For those who are not aware, Inktober is an annual marathon for artists which started by Jake Parker in 2009, and I'm going through this marathon for about 6 or 7 years. And today I want to show you my sketches which I did for tasks of the year 2024. So let's go. Sometimes I set myself a goal to work with certain materials or on a certain topic, but this time I wanted to work with acrylic markers, and I didn't want to push myself to a certain topic, so I just drew the first association which I got for an assignment. So here I started with a very simple backpack, day one, just to give myself an easy start with the marathon. Then for day two, Discover, I picked a picture of a girl from Pinterest which I liked, and I drew it almost without pencil. It's just more like without any pre-sketch for the work. For the day three, I drew these boots, and it's kind of tribute for my another Inktober for which I drew only shoes. So I remembered about that, and I wanted to pay a tribute to my another attempt to go through this marathon. Yeah, also when I started to work with Inktober, I realized that I accidentally was holding it like upside down. So that's why I will go not through left to right, but from right to left. This works. Here for the word exotic, I picked some flowers which I tried to simplify, not to work with the volume, but mostly work with shape and with colors. For the day five, I wanted to change technique a little bit and to work less with color and more with just black and white shape. For day six, I decided I want to relax a bit, so I tried to draw just from my impression from the original boots which I saw. So I didn't really pay attention on original proportions of this, and just tried to play around with thickness of the lines here. For this part, I decided to work only with black ink, just to change a little bit a mood of everything that I was doing before. So for day seven, I drew this passport of Teyvat because I'm playing Genshin Impact a lot, and I thought it would be fun to draw a passport for Teyvat lovers such as myself. For day eight, I drew this kind of big, I can say, landscape. Also, I picked this because I felt like I don't really work with small details or with landscapes, so that's why I decided to try it. For day nine, it was a task of to draw a sun, and I thought that, well, if I will just like, you know, draw a circle and some lines, it would be like I didn't really try it. So that's why I added here some details. For day 10, nomadic, I tried to work with kind of patterns I was looking for patterns and I realized that, well, I am very bad at working with patterns. And I also tried to simplify some symbols which are connected with these particular patterns, and just filled the space which was available for me here on this page. Here I started with gelée bears, which were under day 11 snacks. These are just what I had at home, and I thought it would be fun to try to play around this material with my acrylic markers. For day 12, I wanted to feel myself free with like working on big surface with one color, so I did some sketch with dark ink, and then I just decided I can take one color and walk around this, giving this some shapes just to see how I can roughly bring up the image. For the day 13, I wanted to give some balance on one side and contrast on another side, by which I mean I decided to pick colors which are connected with these bears and with this sketch on the right side. So that's why I picked green and red and orange colors here, so it's kind of resembling the other part of the page. And for this particular horizon thing, I thought it would be fun to give this one a contrast of green and red and orange. And for day 14, for the assignment Rome, I thought that I can play around a little bit with the text, and I think it looks nice within this whole page. This is one of my favorite pages through all of this experiment. I think it looks nice, and it has interesting details, and all of the objects intersect in a nice way. So here I started with day 15 guidebook, and I drew this one in the center of the page, giving some details here. Then I painted this for grungy day 16, and I was trying to go with a cross composition here. And at this stage I decided I will not use any color here, because I made a lot of details with my ink, so I thought that color will only bring struggles in it, and it would be nice to keep it only in black and white. For day 18 I drew some parts of the car. I started with the one, and then I felt like I can fill in this page a little bit more with some other angles and some other scale. And for day 17 I drew a part of a journal, like a kind of a template which can be used for bullet journal. Here I started with a color. I drew this mountain for Reach, and then I was struggling with what I can come up with for a word Uncharted, so I put here this compass, which I didn't really like, and also at this stage I realized that it would be hard for me to make a complete and nicely looking composition, because scale of this mountain and this compass, they had like kind of pretty similar weight on the page, so that's why I tried to just draw in another part to try to find something that can connect those sketches. So here I drew rhinoceros, a bug, And then when it came to day 22 and camp, I understood that I should draw something in the back of those pictures which can connect everything else which is already on this page. Then I drew this for rust. So here I tried to work more with, I don't know how it is in English, I will check, штриховка. And the last one was this person. For expedition, I thought it would be nice to intersect something with the mountain, because without this one it looked like it was like an attempt to do something and then I just dropped it. So now I think it looks like a little bit more finished and polished. Here I also decided to go black and white, and I started with day 25, a scarecrow. For this one I picked an acrylic marker and I tried to go rough with my lines. Then I drew this camera for day 26, and then I also decided to go back to landscaping a little bit, because it was day 27 road, and also I already had two big massive objects on this page by that time, so I decided that giving a little bit more details will work well on this page. And as the last one I drew this dragon which is in the back of the page and filling up this empty space for day 28 jumbo. Actually this one is here to more like fill in the space, and at that day I was feeling like I'm not ready to work on something with a lot of details which will be in the front of the page. And here is the last page which I did. Day 29 is navigator, and here I drew with blue an old navigator for navy, like a navy compass. I wanted to work with complicated shape which I don't know. Also I drew here a violin. I didn't have enough imagination to come up with some other prompt for violin, so it is just really violin here. And for the last one, 31 landmark, I started with drawing this part of Isaac Church from St. Petersburg, and then I decided that I feel like here is a lot of empty space on the right, so I added here Big Ben with some bushes to fill in and to feel like this page is properly filled. I hope you like this video. If you want me to share some other Inktober works from my other attempts, I would like to do that. Please let me know. So let's go through all of it a little bit more quicker.